Your environment should elevate you, and it should not bring you down. Okay, so I'm just gonna go straight into this story I have. There was this one time where I'm hanging out with this girl, and I'm actually at her apartment. Now she has a roommate, okay? And her roommate has a boyfriend. So I'm chilling with this girl and the roommate, and then eventually the roommate gets a call. And she answers the phone, and the roommate's boyfriend was like, hey, I'm at the grocery store. Do you want cake? Or something like that. Now, mind you, this roommate, she's a little overweight, you know? And my girl's not. My girl's actually extremely in shape. Like, ridiculously in shape. So, and essentially, what happened was, the roommate, the boyfriend who called the roommate was like, yeah, do you want some cake? The roommate was like, nah, I don't want it. And then later on in the call, they were on FaceTime, and then the roommate called out the boyfriend saying, hey, I can see that you snuck in the cake. And you can hear the boyfriend kind of like playing around, acting like he didn't. Anyways, later on, fast forward 20 minutes later, the boyfriend arrives with the cake and alcohol and other shit. And he just walks in. See, I don't want to be judgmental, but for the sake of this story, I'm going to be. Because it's all going to make sense. It's all gonna wrap up together in the end. So the dude, the boyfriend, he just walks in, dressed pretty bummy, not very well groomed, not the most handsome dude. And I don't mean genetically. I mean in terms of what you can work with, right? But in other words, he wasn't like a clean-cut looking guy. Anyways, he walks in with a pretty low whatever vibe. And we say hi to him, and then he brings the fucking cake and everything and the alcohol. He cracks open the alcohol. And then they start eating the cake and drinking the alcohol. And it's a fucking Wednesday. Alright, it's a Wednesday. Like, it's just a regular ass Wednesday. Why the fuck do people think it's okay to just indulge like that randomly? Because like I said, this roommate, she's not in shape. The boyfriend, he's not in shape either. Ironically, he's actually in a little bit better of a shape. I am dragging out the story a little long, but that means if you're watching, then you fuck with me, and thank you. But anyways, to continue with the story, they start eating their cake. They start drinking their alcohol. We're all playing this funny board game called What Do You Meme? Which is really funny. It's like you put this meme card up, and there's a dealer, there's like a judge. And then everybody gets 7 cards, each of them describing what the meme could mean. Right? So the goal of the game is to like match it with something. It's a really funny game. I actually ended up getting second place. So let's go. That girl, the girl who has the boyfriend, the roommate, she ended up winning. And anyways, what ended up happening is later on in the night, I'm alone with my girl in the story. And she's like, she asked me, she's like, what do you think about my roommate and her boyfriend? And I couldn't really like verbally say it yet. Like I had the judgmental thought. Like if I had to be honest with you guys, the judgmental thought was, he seems like a pretty fucking, he seems like a bad influence. The dude seems like a loser. Straight up. Now, I'm not saying the girl is this amazing girl, that roommate. But this comes down to my philosophy with everything, which is that a good boyfriend, a good man should be able to lift her up and essentially teach her good habits, not put bad ones on her. And I really do think it's on the man. I don't think it's on the girl. I don't think any girl would want a man who's fucking up in all areas of life and the girl has to save him. That is no girl's dream. No one. That's a mom. That is a mother's job. Every girl is gonna have that with their son, but not with the fucking husband. On the contrary, men want to lead. This is like in our nature. So I couldn't tell her. So back to the story. I couldn't tell her verbally exactly. I almost felt like it was too mean. But later on in the night, the topic was resurfaced. And I laid it on her, right? And I explained to her this whole concept about how the man should be a good influence. He seems like a fucking loser. And I also told her this other concept, which it kind of highlighted me and the good traits about myself and also the good traits about the girl I was with. That was kind of like the bright side. It was kind of like, oh, I remember I used to not have discipline with this shit. Like, I remember I would eat a bunch of bullshit. I would drink alcohol all the time. And I thought that was okay. Like, I remember that was a time. And then it just made me see, like, oh, like, I'm a really good influence. This is great. It kind of, like, highlighted that for me. And by the way, the girl I was with, she was offered some cake. She was offered some alcohol. And she said no both times. She even smelled the thing, like jokingly, but she never actually ate it. Which I admire so much. Not just in a girl, but in people. Like, discipline, self-control. Or even better said, love for one's body, love for oneself. Because to love yourself means you take care of yourself. You can't say you love yourself and then just ingest poison and treat yourself like shit. You have to prove the love through action. Love, self-love, it's like a verb. It's like something you do, right? So anyways, that's kind of like the whole story. And I guess the point of this is, as a man, it's on you to be a good influence to other people. Especially your girl. Like, that is crazy. You can't be with a girl and you're a bad influence on her. That's fucked up. You're lucky she's even with you, bro. Like, seriously, that girl's gonna eventually, either she's gonna leave you or she's gonna go to shit as a result. No matter what, it's not a good situation. Because if there's a bad leader, then the whole team is fucked up. So that's the story, guys. I'll see you guys in a little bit. I'm gonna start recording later on. The airplane is just going crazy. Become a man that people look up to. Become a man that you're spreading good energy. Become a man that you are a good influence. You are not harming people in any way. You are not pressuring people into negative vices and negative habits. Become responsible. Let's go. We'll talk soon. So I went to the gym and then I took a shower and I just filmed the YouTube video. I'm about to eat some dinner and then I'm about to edit. And then I'm about to go out with some friends and just hang around and then go to sleep. I'm actually really excited about today. I think overall I've been very on point and very aligned with my consciousness. Like, I did everything I should have done. There wasn't many moments of like my brain just going away, right? And if you guys ever feel down or bad, it's because your brain and your actions are not aligned. You're not doing the things you actually should be doing. When you start doing the things you actually should be doing, you're gonna feel so much better about yourself. So with that being said, go ahead and do that thing. And if you need a coach, link in my bio. But with that being said, we are done. Have a great day, guys. Peace out.